Welcome. It's March 8th, and today is Little Steps. So, one of the powerful qualities we have as human beings is to look at the big picture. And I know I'm a huge big picture person. That propels me to have a vision, harnesses all my fire energy, harnesses all my faculties. It really sets me on a course that makes my heart happy. And I'm not sure if that's so for you, but I would imagine in some way, shape, or form it is that even to have a certain faith, something you know you believe in, or you know you can count on. In that process, though, when we're awakening in spirit, when we are awakening to source, when we are awakening into ourselves, in that process, what ends up happening is the very big picture that we have, the very big vision that we have, inevitably gets destroyed. And sometimes we even lose sight of it. So gets destroyed means we're focused on it and it's bam, it's just destroyed. And when we lose sight of it, it's because somehow in our path, there is something that in that gets triggered or pulled or diverted. So either way, there's something that happens that removes the big vision, the big picture from our minds. Now, I think it's always important to continue to explore what our big picture is. I do believe that even on the path of unknowing, there's an importance and even the understanding that the path of knowing is through unknowing. See, there's a big picture right there, that my very pathless path of knowing is in unknowing. So there's something that offers a little bit of structure around us, because as human beings in these cells, we do better if we have just a little bit of structure. Well, I want to draw a little bit of attention to the power of little steps. Not as little steps that we're going, okay, I'm in a linear way, boop, 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 moving towards the big picture. There's a place for that, but that's not the focus here. The focus here is when the big picture is lost from our sight, and a little step throws us into that lostness, throws us into that expansiveness or uncertainty. Little steps. I want to read a poem of mine around that. I love this little poem. It's a little poem because it's very short, for sure. It's very short. A little step threw me across the mountain into the arms of the clouds, while my toes tickled the dirt. A little step seemed to matter not at all, yet was all that mattered. Our lives are filled with moments like this. And in our awakening process, as we grow more in the awakening, as we are in the awareness, as we are presence more and more and more, what's going to happen is there will only be little steps, because there will be no need. We will become the big vision in such a way that every step we take is a little step. But it's not because we've lost the big vision, it's because we've become the big vision. The big vision has become destroyed in such a way that we become the path of unknowing, and there are only little steps. And herein was one of those moments. I can't remember what inspired those words, but something must have happened where I took this little step and bam, I was tossed into a bliss state. But in that bliss state, I was very, very grounded. My toes still tickled the dirt in that bliss state. And after coming out of that state, I reflected, wow, well, that little thing, when I first took the little step, it didn't seem to matter, but it was all that mattered. It was all that mattered. It tossed me into the arms of the clouds, and I was totally grounded, because in that moment, I embodied the unknowing. little step, little step. Very powerful, right? Always very powerful, this pathless path. So what we're going to do here is we are going to, because we're sitting, we're going to imitate little steps. So depending on how comfortable your legs are, what you can do is you can keep your heels grounded and you can simply lift the toes going like this. Boo, 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 boo. Or if you're comfortable with your legs and knees, if your hips, legs, if you're comfortable, lift like you're taking little steps going like this. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to guide you with some words. So I'll guide us into it, and then I'm going to guide you on how to take your steps. And then we're going to do a pause in the silence, which is always so powerful. And then we're going to resume again and do the little steps in a new way. Okay. Just a new perspective, maybe not a new physical way. Okay. I invite you to close your eyes. And let your palms be upon your thighs and rub the thighs, just in gratitude that you have legs. In gratitude that you have palms that can touch your legs, and feel the lovely connection between the palms and the legs. And let the palms rest. And now bring the awareness down to your feet. First, thank the feet for being so faithful to carry you so many places. And now bring to mind some way you wish to walk present today. Imagine what it would feel like to be 100% present with every person, place, or thing, or and thing. We're going to simulate walking through the day or into the evening whenever you're doing this recording. And when I prompt you, you're going to either lift the toes one by one, walking with presence through your day. You could imagine walking to the store, walking out your door. Envision walking to the refrigerator, walking to see a friend, or lift your full foot. And now begin to take your steps, seeing yourself walking to person, places, or things. Walking to brush your teeth, walking down a set of stairs, walking to your car, walking into your backyard, walking next to a loved one, walking to greet someone, walking to run an errand. Attentively walk, little steps, but steps full of presence. And now rest and be with what just took place. Now we're going to walk a second time, but I'd like you to focus upon the way you are walking instead of what you are engaging in walking. See if you can walk with tremendous sensitivity. It could have the quality of kindness, of compassion, of love, of joy, of playfulness, of peace, but choose how you're going to walk and walk in it with deliberateness and sensitivity. And begin. And now come to rest. And notice before opening your eyes. Notice what has changed for you. And let the words of the poem come back. A little step threw me across the mountain into the arms of the clouds, while my toes tickled the dirt. A little step seemed to matter not at all, yet was all that mattered. And when you're ready, open your eyes. So how was that for you? I could feel you all. I could feel you all. I know for me, the second one was way more powerful. For some reason, focusing on the quality of my steps versus what I was walking to. Wow, it just sent ripples up my body, and my whole back and the back of my head were so tingly as I was walking. So I wonder how it was for you. So if you've done this in the morning or even midday or even at night, see if you can let this be your practice until our next meditation. Blessings, my friends.